Charlie Kirk, a prominent conservative activist and co-founder of Turning Point USA, was tragically shot and killed on September 10, 2025, while speaking at an event at Utah Valley University. Kirk, a key ally of President Donald Trump, was attending the first stop of his American comeback tour when a single shot struck him in the neck. Footage from the event shows Kirk reaching for his neck as blood flows before collapsing, leading to a chaos among the crowd of over 3,000 attendees. Despite initial reports of a suspect being in custody, law enforcement later clarified that the person detained was released after questioning, and the shooter remains at large. Kirk's assassination has been widely condemned across the political spectrum, with Trump calling it a political assassination and calling for prayers for Kirk's family. The FBI and other agencies continue to investigate the incident. This event has intensified debates around political violence in the United States, as experts warn of a dangerous escalation in such attacks. Kirk's death marks a significant and somber moment in American politics, highlighting deep divisions and fears over rising political extremism and violence. All right, Mr. Christian, this happened yesterday. Kirk was a conservative activist. He was deeply connected to the right-wing political ideology in the United States, and that is been of conservatism. He supported the policies and values associated with the Republican Party and Trump's political agenda. Kirk also co-founded Turning Point USA, an influential conservative youth organization aimed at promoting limited government, free markets, low taxes, traditional social values on college campuses, which are often dominated by liberal views. And over time, Kirk became a close ally of Trump, working to mobilize young conservative voters and help Trump secure electoral victories, especially in the 2024 presidential election. He has been against policies, gender, what is it called? The LGBTQ, all these conservative policies ascribed to the Republicans. And now he has been assassinated. Of course, we were expecting that the first thing Trump would say would be that this is a political assassination. What do you think?
Yes, it's a political assassination, and it's rather unfortunate that a country as developed as USA cannot guarantee the safety of rally points where people gather in mass. They could not even guarantee the safety, and there was that sort of assassination. Is very shameful, and just the day one of the rallying point that was organized, on the first day they are recording this type of massacre, and as I speak, the perpetrator is still at large. It's a slap on the US, and it's unfortunate that the failing public perception of Donald Trump has been transmitted into attacking his supporters on the rally ground. And I see this to continue. In the trend is more likely to continue than to end because just day one, and this was able to happen. What will not happen on today's events and subsequently, where supporters of Trump will be gathering to advocate his policies that have been deemed to be unfavorable to the people of America. So, of course, you'll be expecting this type of sad news, and I call on the relevant authorities, the FBI, to be able to provide the needed security checks. Of course, one expects that all those who gather for the rally should have been subjected to rigorous tests and checks. It's rather unfortunate that this happened in the United States of America, targeting key individuals. I saw how the guy was shot on the neck and he went down straight. It's unfortunate. And Donald Trump should be able to mend the walls with some of his funders, some of those who genuinely supported his campaign have been thrown aside, and this type of attack may not be far-fetched from those quarters that have felt they have been used and dumped by the Donald Trump-led administration. So it's unfortunate, and may his soul rest in peace. Going forward, there should be proper scrutinization, security checks. There's no need for anyone carrying gun to a rally ground, and the U.S. should be able to conduct proper body scan, to checkmate all forms of those who may carry weapon to rally grounds, and ensure that all lives are safe in the public events. And again, in the Nigerian situation, as we are warming up for 2027, of course, the APC, the Tinubu-led APC, they are fast in learning the bad side from European country. They will learn and copy the bad side, and then come home to implement the bad side of foreign-led policies. So I see them already copying from some of this in order to justify any outbreak of violence with the rates of political thuggery that is already going on in Nigeria. You expect this type of situation to come up in 2027 as we proceed towards the campaign era. And they will tell you that it happened in the US. They are fast to say that. They'll say it happened in the US, it happened world over. They used world over failure to justify their own atrocities back home. A situation where opposition candidates, opposition parties can no more hold rallies. What do you expect going into 2027? We expect the worst, of course. So everybody should brace up, given that we have the drug lord in the house who determines the rules, no more the constitution. But he is the law now. And that is what we have, whether you like it or not. That is the reality of the situation of Nigeria. I'm more interested in the Nigerian situation because Nigeria is my country. I have no other country to run to. The US should learn to tackle their own problems. They should be able to provide security for their people, while I should be worried about the Nigerian situation because we have a very volatile political situation with volatile political atmosphere in the country right now. A country where the president feels there should be only one party, which is the APC, is troublesome. And you expect this type of attack going into 2027. Of course, and when that happens, it may trigger the long-awaited revolution that may befall Nigeria. That's my submission.
Yes, now one thing that is remarkable and needs to be pinpointed in this attack, it reveals the gap between protection of politicians and protection of civilians. Civilians who should be more important because they constitute the greater percentage of any country. They are less protected. They are endangered. Why politicians, each of them sometimes they travel with an entourage of security personnel. Now, if you can remember what happened in 2024 in July when Donald Trump was speaking in a campaign rally in Pennsylvania, he was also attempted to have been shot or assassinated. But that did not happen because he had protection. He had security men, rallying around him. So that assassination did not succeed. And I think subsequently again, somebody else attempted to assassinate Trump, but he failed. But look at these young man, an activist. Just one shot got him to the ground. So this reveals a systemic failure of the system. The large number of people, citizens who should be protected by law, who should be protected by the government, are left, to the whims and caprices of kidnappers, abductors, assassinators, and the rest of them. So it says much on the way or the value we put on the protection and the security of lives and property of the people. What do you think, Ibrahim?
All right, Mr. Tuchukurafel, you are right that politicians have access to the security, have access to security more than the civilians, who are supposed to be the most important part of the society, considering the fact that they elect the politicians. But the reality is the politicians are public figures. And if you allow them to just roam around like that, people will kill them. So I understand the fact that, yes, they need this security more than an ordinary person like me. I can move around in this soccer without having any problem. But allow someone like Peter Obi to roam around today because he's a public figure. A lot of people, there are people that like him and there are people that hate him. So definitely they need security more than we do. But if United States of America, if this pattern of thing is happening in United States of America, assassination of a person of this caliber, then there's every reason to worry. Donald Trump survived 2 assassination attempts when he was during the campaigns, and now we had this unfortunate news. So even in the United States of America, a lot of countries now will have these criminals will have the courage to carry on in every part of the country. Even if it will happen in the United States of America, why not in other part of the world? So it's a sad news, and they should try and fix that problem, definitely.
Ibrahim, if you can remember what one of our guests from what is his name again? Of Henry, and the one we invited once. If you remember what he told us, that Trump was facing more problems within the country than the ones he was facing outside the country. And maybe this development justifies that assertion, because there might be a war, an internal war between the conservatives and the Republicans.
Not just the conservatives and the Republicans. I'm telling you that even among the New Yorkers, who happens to be the roots of Donald Trump, there are a lot of doubts. And that's why in the previous topic that we talked about, I told you that now it is not only about conservative and liberals. It is about those who believe in the system and those who don't. And they are in the conservative, they are in the liberals. You get, yesterday that documentary was produced by one Tucker Carlson. And Tucker Carlson belongs to the conservative, but he's against most of the policies of Donald Trump. And he said their government have been lying to them over and over again, regardless of the party that is governing United States of America. So this doubt is what is foiling all this. It is not only Donald Trump. Even Joe Biden, when he was the president, he had similar thing from the liberals. So it is not only Donald Trump. The system in itself has problem. And now people are beginning to see the problem and they are asking questions. And that's the problem, actually.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim. Mr. Christian Akko, convener and due process integrity Vanguard. It is nice to have you on the program. Thank you for your contribution and time.
Yes, thank you for having me.
All right. Viewers, this is where we come to the end of today's session of DDM Morning Show. We shall be back here again tomorrow to give you another edition. I am Tochi Raphael. Do ensure to subscribe to DDM TV, like our videos, make your comments on the topics we discuss, and share them widely. Goodbye.